How's it going, guys? TFF here with my preseason power rankings for the NFL season. Starting off at number 30, the Houston Texans. With Deshaun Watson's case just still up in the air and Tyrod Taylor looking like the quarterback, I'm not sure that they'll be better than the worst team in the NFL. Next up, Detroit Lions. I really like the draft pick this year, drafting an offensive lineman who's looking like a stud for the future, although I don't think they really have the pieces, and I'm not a big believer in Jared Goff. Puts them at number 31. At number 30, the Jacksonville Jaguars. After losing Travis Etienne, I don't believe that they still have the offensive firepower to produce a good season, and unfortunately, they're in quite a tough division for their skill level. That puts them at number 30. At 29, New York Jets, also in a really tough division, have a rookie quarterback, don't have many options, even with the addition of Corey Davis. I don't think they'll do too well this season. At 28, Atlanta Falcons, stud receiver in Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan hoping to have another good season, and drafting Kyle Pitts. I still don't think they have the defense or the amount of offensive firepower to compete in a division that has powerhouses like the Saints and even an explosive offense like the Vikings. At 27, Carolina, same thing with the Falcons. Uh, have a quarterback who was unproven in New York in Sam Darnold. Don't have a lot of offensive firepower. Don't have an elite defense. I'm not sure Christian McCaffrey can carry them that far. 26, you got the Denver Broncos. Have an elite receiving core, in my opinion. I really am a big fan of Jerry Jeudy and Courtland Sutton, although I don't think they have enough offensive firepower with a quarterback that is unproven, and I don't think that can take them too far. The Giants are up next at 25. Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones seem pretty good, but I'm not sure that the defense will be able to do anything. At 24, Cincinnati Bengals, really young, explosive offense, just a little bit unproven. Joe Burrow coming back from an injury, we'll have to see how he does. Although they do have potential to move up the rankings. At 23, Chicago, Andy Dalton being the starting quarterback for Week 1 is very interesting. Maybe if Justin Fields gets in there, I can move them up the power rankings. I am a fan of Allen Robinson and David Montgomery, and of course I have Khalil Mack, but I just don't think they can put it together. At 22, we got the New England Patriots in a really tough division with Miami and Buffalo really dominating there. I'm not a big fan of their pieces, although they added a few tight ends in the offseason. I'm not sure how far they can make it. 21, Las Vegas Raiders. They have a decent quarterback in Derek Carr who could produce. Also, Josh Jacobs is looking pretty decent. I just don't believe that their offense has enough firepower to compete with the rest of their division, especially Kansas City. At number 20, Philadelphia. I really am a big fan of Jalen Hurts. Miles Sanders might have a breakthrough season, especially with the new coach there. I just don't think that they have the offensive firepower to really go far and compete in such a division. At 19, Minnesota, speaking of offensive firepower, they have a ton of it with Jefferson, Thielen, and Dalvin Cook. I just don't think that their defense will be able to compete. 18, Dallas, which seems a little bit high, but I am a firm believer in CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. They'll definitely be able to produce a lot, and I think that they might come second in the division. At number 17, we got Arizona. I really do like Kyler Murray, and I do like DeAndre Hopkins. Adding J.J. Watt might help, but I still don't think that they can compete with the rest of their division. At number 16, Pittsburgh, a very tough division with Cleveland and Baltimore. I just don't think they have the pieces to compete. 15, Indianapolis Colts. I'm not a big Carson Wentz guy. I don't really believe in him, and therefore they're just a middle of the pack team. At 14, you got Miami. Miami's looking good. A few stud corners, a quarterback for the future, and a nice young wide receiver in Waddle, but I don't think that they can put it together this year. At 13, you got the Chargers. The Chargers are definitely an interesting team. Keenan Allen, Herbert, Eckler, lots of offensive weapons. If their defense can hold up, they're going to be a solid team. At 12, New Orleans Saints, losing Michael Thomas for a bit, and also Drew Brees is really going to hurt them, but I think they can still produce good enough with Alvin Kamara. At number 11, San Francisco. San Francisco is going to be an interesting team. George Kittle is a very, very important player. Debo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk. It's going to be an explosive offense that might be run first, but I think if they can put their passing game together, they'll be in great position. Moving into our top 10, Washington starts off elite defensive line, Sweat, Young, Allen. I really like Fitzpatrick's fit there with McLaurin on the outside. I think they're going to be a solid team and win the division. They're at number 10. At 9, the Los Angeles Rams, elite defense. Matthew Stafford, I'm a big believer in. I think he can really hook up well with Woods, Cooper Kupp. I think that's going to be a solid team. I have them at number 9. Number 8, Tennessee Titans. With the addition of Julio Jones, their offense turns in even better team. I'm unsure of their defense really, but I think that offense has too much firepower, and I really do like Ryan Tannehill. At number 7, Seattle Seahawks. I'm just a big believer in Russell Wilson. He can make things happen out of nothing. DK Metcalf is looking like a stud. Jamal Adams got his contract, and Bobby Wagner. I think just all around a solid team that will produce a lot of points. Number 6, you got the Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be interesting with J.K. Dobbins going down, but Lamar will still probably lead them to a solid finish. I don't think they're going to win the division. The next team is coming up might do that, although I think they're going to have a solid season and make a run in the playoffs. Number 5, Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, you can't really count out of the race anytime. Elite receiver in Devontae Adams. Jair Alexander locking it down on the outside. I think this is a very solid team that could make a push for the Super Bowl. Number 4, the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen might win the MVP this season. Stephon Diggs will repeat. They have an elite corner in Tre'Davious White, and they just seem like a team that can put it all together. Although they don't have a running game, that doesn't really affect them since they pass the ball so much, and I think they're going to be a real contender. At number 3, we got the Cleveland Browns. Adding Jadeveon Clowney is quite important if he can play up to his potential. Myles Garrett might be one of the best defensive linemen in the league, and they have a pretty high-powered offense that's run-focused, and I think that's really going to help Baker Mayfield. I think they're an elite team, and I have them at number 3. Number 2, we got the former Super Bowl winners of last season, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think they have the chance to repeat. Still an elite receiving core, a great quarterback, obviously the GOAT Tom Brady, and an elite defense. They're going to be a problem for everybody in the NFL. And then lastly, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not sure I have much to say about them. Just a high-powered, explosive offense that can really take the game out of anybody's hands at any moment, and I think they're still the best team in the NFL. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button, and have yourself a great day.